Well, we got some info on the brand new, coming somewhat soon in about, I think, a month or so, Leminisi the Gold-Wing. She is going to be completely free, similar to the Alice event, the Skeletor event, the Ninja event. Basically, you log in for 7 days, and you're gonna get her for free. And I want to go over her kit with you guys today. So starting off, Leminisi the Gold-Wing is from Sylvan Watchers, which is good because they're new and it's a little harder to get units from their faction. They're an attack type champion, force affinity, and a legendary, of course, as usual. And going through the kit, we see that the A1, attack an enemy twice. If the target is under a shield buff, each hit has a 25% chance of decreasing the value of the shield by 10%, which is kind of pointless, I feel like. We'll also ignore 50% of the target's resistance if the target is from the Corrupted Alliance, which is the new event thing coming out, if it's not out already. I haven't played yet. If the target is not under any shield buffs, each hit will ignore 10% of the target defense instead. Now, I do not know why every single champion's kit requires a doctorate to read. Like, the thing is, you need like a advanced education to even understand these kits, because there's just too much writing, right? Like, a lot of this is just words to say words. At the end of the day, she hits an enemy twice. If they're under a shield, they have a chance of decreasing the value of the shield by 10% each hit. The thing is, if she already does enough damage to get rid of the shield, that doesn't matter. And then each hit ignores some of the target's defense. It's not a bad ability by any means, but it's also like, why is it so long? I don't know. If you want to get one of the best starts in Raid Shadow Legends, use the link in my description below to get a free legendary champion, Narma the Returned, as well as 3 amazing epic champions as you level up. Now, the way that you're going to do this is you're going to log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Then you're going to click the link in the description, register with a brand new email. Then you're going to launch Raid, complete the tutorial, and as you go to your inbox, you are going to be able to claim your first legendary champion. Next, you're going to get Anax, Uugo, and Mausoleum Mage as you level up. Please don't let this insane offer pass you by and click on my link now to get the start that you deserve. And this really is consistent throughout her whole kit, because we get to the A2, attack an enemy twice on a 3-turn cooldown of a book. Each hit has a 100% chance for removing 2 random buffs. That's pretty solid. We'll also ignore 50% of the target's resistance if Corrupted Alliance. The skill deals more damage equal to the value of the target's current turn meter. Stacks up to 100%. So the closer your opponent is to moving, the more damage you're gonna do. Pretty simple there. And I mean, this is a solid ability, removes buffs. It's just a single target, which is not a bad thing. Then we get to A3, attack all enemies 2 times. Each hit, the first hit has a 75%, 100% when booked, 3-turn cooldown by the way, has a 100% chance of placing a heal reduction, 100%, big version, debuff for 2 turns. The second hit has a chance of placing block buffs, but this one's only 75% for 2 turns. We'll also ignore resistance if the target is from the Corrupted Alliance. This is not a bad ability by any means. Heal reduction is not a great debuff, that's for sure. Most of the time, you're not really gonna see this be used, but it can be good in areas like early arena where you maybe are dealing with some healers, but that's not really where you're gonna see it. You're mostly just gonna see this in specific dungeons, I'm pretty sure. It's a solid ability, don't get me wrong. Block buffs is nice, but the fact that it isn't 100% really is a little bit of a letdown. Moving on to the passive, receives 15% less damage from enemies under heal reduction, and fills the champion's turn meter by 5% whenever an enemy receives a shield buff or is healed. Increases ally attack in all battles by 25%. So is she really that bad? Not really. I don't think she's terrible. The thing is, she does a lot of things that just are dependent on multipliers, and if her multipliers are not through the roof, she's not going to be good. The thing is, the A1, the shield thing is a little bit stupid, and then ignore a bit of defense. Sure, it's cool, but it's also on the A1. A2 gets rid of buffs, sure, but it's single target, and if the multipliers aren't good, there's no value to this skill. Right? We go to the A3 and we get heal reduction and block buffs. The block buffs is nice. Heal reduction is not great. Block buffs isn't even fully consistent. I mean, you could use freaking Uugo and you'll get 100% consistent defense down and block buffs on a 3-turn cooldown for 2 turns, and you could just cycle that, and it's AoE. Like, you know, there are epic champions that are better than this, right? Like, we get less damage from any other heal reduction. Who cares? She's probably going to be squishy anyways. And heal reduction isn't that important. She's going to be the only person doing heal reduction because you want the block buffs and you don't care about the heal reduction. You know what I mean? You go to the turn meter whenever an enemy receives a shield or is healed. That's quite good. I will say that it's pretty good, but if her multipliers are not through the roof, she's going to really not work, right? But if her multipliers are good, if she does have a place, and that is Sylvan Watcher faction trials. So outside of Sylvan Watchers, I think you are going to find a little bit more use with other champions, or you're going to find a little use for her, but I can't really think of anywhere specific where she's going to really excel. But the area that I think she'll be quite good is in faction trials. If we go over to raid and we go to Sylvan Watchers, there's a really big thing that they're missing, because we go through and we see we got Elva, great support, we got Galakavar, solid support, we got, you know, pretty much almost every single good champion in the legendaries is a support hero. We go down to this and we see that Croydon's really good, but he is a mostly single target. He does control, but he's not really meant for DPS. We go over and we look at someone else who's good. Ornn is great, but he's also not really that much of a wave clearing DPS, right? You know what I mean? There are some options, don't get me wrong, but Sylvan at its core is missing a lot of good faction trial DPS. Sure, we got Nice, I don't know how to say it. Either way, Nice is really good. Nell is good, our base is good. You could use them as DPS, or maybe a little bit, but they're mythicals, so who cares? Most of us are never gonna get mythicals. And if you just look through the roster, you're gonna find a couple DPS units, but none of them really stand out being exceptional. And the ones that are somewhat good, it's not a guarantee that you pull them. But you wanna know what is a guarantee? Leminisi, which is going to be free. So that's the big thing that I think Leminisi is going to be very good in. I'm just a little bit disappointed. I'm not saying she's terrible, she's bad or anything. It's just, I feel like the quality of the average free 7-day login unit has gone down. I mean, Skeletor was recent, Leminisi now, Alice was really good, but I feel like the overall quality has dropped down a tiny bit. But of course, that is only my opinion. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and that's it for me. Destin signing out.